Welcome students. So myself Raminder Kaur. Here I am going to start with the fourth topic of chapter number 1, The Living World. Topic name is taxonomical aids. As we have already talked about taxonomy, identification, classification, binomial nomenclature, diversity of living world, as well as various taxonomical categories such as species, genus, family, class, order, phylum, and kingdom. Today, this topic will deal with the all the different kind of procedures and techniques that is used to store and preserve the information that is being collected by all different scientists, whether they are botanists or zoologists, as well as the specimens. If you have ever visited in the bio lab of our school, you have seen that there are several specimens which are kept. They are those creatures which are preserved under certain condition and they are stored for our understanding and the studies. These taxonomic aids are very helpful for future studies, and even they are helping us to know about our diverse creatures which are found on this planet Earth. So these studies, for the species of plants, animals, and other organisms, they are also known as bioresources and biodiversity. We will study four different kind of taxonomical aids. Number 1, herbarium. Number 2, botanical gardens. Number 3, museum. And number 4, zoological parks. Number 5th is also there, that is called as keys. Let's start with herbarium. If ever you have seen that sometimes teachers are asking you to paste dry plants on your scrapbook. Once in your lifetime of your school days, you must have done this project, this collection of plants, then drying them either in the newspapers or keeping them under some books. After pressing, and then we paste them on the different sheets, and sheets are always arranged in accordance with accepted system of classification. This herbarium can store lot many specimens of plant species. We cannot store tall trees in them, but we can save or store different herbs by which the studies will be easier. There are some rules, some information must be written. It must include date, the date on which it is being taken. Number second place, where was it found? Then we have to write its English name, its local name, that is a name that is taken by the local people who are living around that serenity. And last is a scientific name. Botanical name is used. Why? Botanical name is exactly equal to a scientific name, but botanical term used for because it is a plant. The information to be recorded during sample collection. Number first, habit. Number 2, habitat, whether it is terrestrial or it was aquatic. Number 3, locality, it was found in rural area or it was found in urban areas. Then altitude of the place. Then season, colors of the flower, and date of the collection. So these herbarias, they serve as quick referral systems in taxonomical studies. They are useful in schools and even colleges. Number second are the botanical gardens. These are those institutions with numerous types of plants. They are not dead, they are living plants, and they are collected from different places. There are several famous botanical gardens. This question can come. Name the famous botanical gardens in India, right? So if this question will come, you will answer Indian Botanical Garden, Havra, and the second, National Botanical Research Institute, Lucknow. If you are asked with name the botanical gardens in world, then you can write down they are at Kew, England. Next, number third taxonomical aid is museum. Obviously, you must have visited some museums. They are not only preserving plants but even animals. So this is a place used for preservation and exhibition, right? So this is useful for schools and colleges. They are set up in educational institutions. Plants which can't be kept in herbaria, they are kept in museums, preserved in a solution of alcohol and formalin so that they could not degenerate over there. Last, large animals are preserved in stuffed form and skeleton forms. So skeletons are helpful in telling us about the different evolutionary characteristics also. Insects are preserved in insect boxes. After collecting, they are being killed and they are being pinned to fix them. Coming to number fourth taxonomical aid that you are very fond for visiting these places. These are called as zoological parks or zoo. Enclosed areas where animals are kept in open enclosures to learn about why they are kept so that we can learn about their food habits and behavior. This study of learning food habits and behavior is ethology. So all animals in a zoo are provided as far as possible the conditions similar to their natural habitats. Last but not the least, taxonomical aid is key. It is a statement to make decision. Now, if I ask you, what are the characteristic features of arthropoda? So, arthropoda are the insects. You will say they have jointed appendages. So, these specific points are called as key. If I ask you, tell me one important characteristic of fishes. One will say they have gills for respiration. Second will say they have fins. Number third student will say it has streamlined body. All those statements which are helping us to make a decision regarding any animal or a plant, that is called as a key. To brief, number one, dry skin in a salamander. Do they have dry skin? Answer is no. Number second, hairs are present in lizard? No hairs are present. Then opposable thumbs. Are opposable thumbs present in tiger? No. Are they bipedal? Bipedal, you understand? Do they have two arms and 2 feet? Answer is no. In case of gorilla, they do not have, they are not bipedal, they have 4 feet. In humans, it is yes. So means all the characteristics which are marked as 1, 2, 3, 4, they are belonging to human. Dry skin, hair. Do we have dry skin? Yes, we have. Number second, do we have hair? Yes, that's why we are mammals. Number third, opposable thumbs? Yes. Bipedal? Yes, we have 2 feet. We are bipedal. We are moving on 2 feet only. So this a characteristic device which is helping us to figure out what unknown organism actually are. This is called as key. Is another taxonomical aid used for identification of plants and animals based on some similarities and other dissimilarities. Keys are based on contrasting characters. Contrasting characters means hairs are present or absent. So that's why it is called as couplet. It represents the choice made between two opposite options, like do they have dry skin or not. This results in acceptance of only one and rejection of the other. Separate taxonomic keys are there, and this each statement in the key is called as a lead. And keys are generally analytical in nature, means we can find out different knowledge and understanding of various characteristics. So we have studied 4 or 5 different taxonomical aids. Number 1, herbarium, botanical gardens, zoological parks, then key as well as museums. Rather than these, there are several other means also, such as flora. Flora and fauna, these are two terms. Flora means plants, fauna means animals. We can grow different kind of plants in the park. That is also one kind of aid. Manuals. Manual is like a practical notebook. In the practical notebook, all the information of different experiments is given, so that can also be kept. Monographs. Monographs means pictures of different plants and animals can be stored. Catalogs are helping us in giving a detailed information regarding different species of plants and animals. They also help in correct identification. Let's suppose you are going into a forest and you want to identify any plant or animal that you have seen very first time over there. So how can you identify? You can write down few of the characteristics that are visible, and then you can match in these floras, monographs and catalogs. And nowadays we have a Google Lens app, so whenever you find any insect that you have not seen earlier and you are finding difficulty in finding out the scientific name and common name of those insects or plants, so you can just open that app Google Lens and click a picture. It will give you a brief information regarding that plant or the animal. So this was about the chapter The Living World. I'm going to post NCERT questions that will be solved. I have written also the answers along with the questions. So there are exactly 11 questions over there. So I will provide you PDF that will be a compilation of questions as well as answers. Do write them in the notebook. If any fair notebook is not available, you can use sheets or you can use rough notebook also, but always keep the record those copies or notebooks wherever you are writing all the details of your subject, that should not be lost. All these notes must be preserved with you till the end. So even I am sending one assignment that consists of 10 questions. You have to solve those 10 questions in any notebook, and you have to send me the PDF of those questions and answers on my email ID that is written in that PDF. Thank you so much.